Welcome to Gem and News, coming at you live from the Cold War. I'm Erin Kayla, and for our first story of the night, we're taking you to North Korea.
Thanks, Erin. As we all know, after World War II, Korea was divided, and the North was a communist state supported by the USSR and Communist China. On the South, on the other hand, was a fragile democracy, backed up by the United States. In 1950, North Korea invaded the South in an attempt to unify the country under the North's government. The attempt failed. Korea was still divided into two. The war cost more than 2 million lives and ruined the economy of Korea for 20 years.
How did this impact the Cold War?
The Korean War was important in the development of the Cold War, as it showed the two superpowers, United States and Soviet Union, could fight a limited war in the third country.
Melissa, how was the Korean War?
This war was the first shooting confrontation of the Cold War. It's the war that never really ended. The hatred between the North and the South Korea is still present. The brutal war raged 60 years ago and killed more than 2 million Koreans, separated thousands of families. It also drew the alliances that exist today. Now back to you, Emerin.
And now Joanne takes us to the streets of North Korea.
Hello everyone, I'm Joanne Zhang and I'm here to talk to you about North Korea today. To this day, North Korea is still a communist state. Let's ask this little innocent Korean girl about her life here.
Hello!
안녕하세요. What's your name?
Some Tingling, but you call me Tingling.
What is it like in North Korea today?
Very bad. Me no lie. Me live here whole life. Want move to Korea, but no let me.
Oh, that's bad. How's Kim Jong-un as a leader?
Very bad. He bad acting, like Holy Bible, the interview, but funny movie. Fat man so fat, eat all the cheese, no cheese left.
Alright then. Back to you, Emran, at the Gemma headquarters.
Just because of that interview, we're going to send Tingling a whole box of cheese!
On to the next story of the night, the NATO and Warsaw Pact with our special guest, Anna! In 1949, the United States created the North Atlantic Treaty Organization known as NATO. The Americans felt threatened by the other superpower in the world, the Soviets. So, they teamed up with Canada, Great Britain, and West Germany. They agreed that if there was an attack on a NATO member, it would be considered an attack on all. They also agreed that if conventional weapons were not good enough, they would use nuclear weapons, such as atomic bombs and artillery shells. Canada contributed by supplying military bases overseas. Canadian ships and aircrafts tracked movements of submarines. Now, how does the Warsaw Pact tie into this, Anab? Take it away.
The Warsaw Pact was formed on May 14, 1955. It was made up by Eastern European countries. It was created in response to the NATO being formed by the United States. Members were Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, East Germany, Hungary, Poland, Romania, and the Soviet Union. It was made to protect these countries and the Soviet Union from attacks. The capitalist countries were mad at the Soviet Union for influencing Eastern European countries with communism. The communist nations bonded together against NATO. Germany was even divided in half. Western Germany was influenced by the NATO, while Eastern Germany was influenced by the Warsaw. The two pacts tried to show each other off to see which ideology was the best. There was also a lot of paranoia between the two pacts over spies, atomic bombs, attacks, and spacecraft.
Significantly, by joining NATO, Canada had to adapt its defense policy to those of the
Warsaw Pact basically were the main causes of the Cold War. NATO and Warsaw hated each other and did whatever they could to infiltrate one another. This led to many conflicts, such as the Cuba Missile Crisis.
Thank you for being here today, Anab. Round of applause, everybody. Now for our next story, we're on to Joanne with nuclear arms.
Emran. Should Canada accept nuclear weapons in its country and follow the United States? Or should we stay clear from this method of battle? Though Canada accepted a U.S. bombardment missile after Avro era was scrapped, allowing Canada to come up with second assumptions, Canadians thought the impact of the nuclear war could have had an effect on society and the Cold War, which would have led to global suicide. During 1963, the Minister of External Affairs believed Canada should be a non-nuclear nation. He bashed the United Nations for their hypocritical act for accepting nuclear weapons. However, the defense officer argued that nuclear weapons were the only solution to protect Canada from communist.
In the end, was Canada a non-nuclear?
Well, Emran, in 1963, Liberal Lester Pearson proposed Canadian forces should accept the nuclear weapons under certain conditions. Prime Minister Diefenbaker believed the opposite. Though citizens of Canada did not agree with the Prime Minister, instead they believed the Liberal leader, Pearson, due to the fear of entering the trade market with the US. However, today, Canada has no nuclear weapons built to utilize in war.
I'm Anna Muhammad. I'm Joanne Zhang.
And I'm Emma Kayla. Thanks for listening to Gemma News. Have a nice night.